In today's video, we are going to talk about what happens to your brain when you fall in love. Have you ever wondered what happens in your brain when you get butterflies in your stomach? When you think of your crush, what changes occur in your body? Well, neuroscientists have discovered some amazing facts about what occurs in your brain when you meet that special someone. And today, we are going to share them with you. Make sure to watch until the end, because no one is fascinating. So let's begin. Number 10. Your heart rate increases. Falling in love can be an exhilarating experience, and it seems that your heart wants to be a part of the excitement. According to Healthline, when you're in love, your heart rate may increase. This happens because when you feel attracted to someone or think about them, your sympathetic nervous system gets activated. This part of your nervous system is responsible for the fight or flight response. It prepares your body for action by increasing your heart rate and blood pressure. However, this doesn't only happen when you're around your crush. It can also occur when you think about them or anticipate seeing them again. 9. Can't sleep. Another sign that you might be falling in love is if you suddenly can't sleep. Why does this happen? Well, when you're falling in love, your brain releases a flood of hormones, such as dopamine and norepinephrine, which causes your body to be in a constant state of alertness and arousal. This makes it difficult to fall asleep because your body feels like it is in a state of excitement and anticipation. In addition, you may be preoccupied with thoughts of your crush, which can make it even harder to focus on sleep. People who are in love tend to spend less time sleeping and more time awake, which is probably why sleep disorders are more common among people in relationships. 8. You have racing thoughts. Do you constantly think about your crush? Well, don't be surprised. When you're falling in love, it's common to have racing thoughts about the person you're interested in. This is due to an increase in the neurotransmitter dopamine, which creates a feeling of euphoria and excitement. But it's not just dopamine that's at play. Norepinephrine also plays a role in creating those obsessive thoughts. This hormone increases your focus on the object of your affection and makes it hard to take your mind off them. Furthermore, the brain areas associated with reward and motivation, such as the ventral tegmental area and the nucleus accumbens, become more active when you're thinking about your crush. These areas are responsible for the pleasurable feelings you get when you anticipate a reward, so it is no wonder why you couldn't stop thinking about your crush when you're re-falling in love. Number 7. You can't stop smiling. When you're in love, your brain produces more dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel happy and euphoric. This explains why you can't stop smiling when you're in love. In addition, the hormone oxytocin is released when you're around your crush, which makes you feel closer to them and increases feelings of bonding and trust. The combination of these hormones creates a feeling of intense happiness that makes you want to smile and be around your crush as much as possible. But it's not just about being around them physically. Studies show that the anticipation of seeing your crush can also trigger the release of these hormones, which explains why you might find yourself smiling for no apparent reason. 6. You are more forgetful. When you're falling in love, your brain is flooded with hormones and emotions that can make it difficult to focus on everyday tasks. This can cause you to be more forgetful than usual, as your attention is directed towards your crush and the excitement of the potential relationship. Studies have shown that the hippocampus, an area of the brain responsible for memory, shrinks in size when you're in love. This means that you may have trouble remembering things that happened before you met your crush, as well as struggle to remember your dreams or where certain objects are located. However, this forgetfulness is only temporary and should go away once you've been in a relationship for a while. 5. You get goosebumps. Have you ever noticed that you get goosebumps when you're re-listening to a love song or watching a romantic movie? Well, there's a scientific reason for this. When you're falling in love, your brain releases a hormone called oxytocin, which is responsible for many of the physical symptoms of love, such as bonding and trust. Oxytocin is also released when you experience strong emotions, such as excitement, fear, and anxiety. This explains why you get goosebumps when you're rewatching a horror movie or listening to a sad song. Additionally, goosebumps are caused by the contraction of tiny muscles called erector pili muscles that are attached to your hair follicles. This reaction is triggered by a sudden release of adrenaline, which causes the hair to stand on end and creates goosebumps on your skin. No, for you laugh more. Who doesn't love to laugh? Well, when you're in love, you may find yourself laughing more often. That's because the hormone dopamine is released in your brain when you're around your crush. Dopamine is responsible for making you feel happy and at ease, which can lead to more laughter. In addition, when you're in love, you may find yourself engaging in more playful behavior. This could be due to the hormone oxytocin, which is released when you form a strong bond with someone and makes you feel closer to them. Playful behavior and laughter are a natural way to bond with your crush and make them feel comfortable around you. So if you're in love, don't be surprised if you find yourself laughing more often. Just make sure it's not at your crush's expense. No. 3. You constantly think about them. Have you ever found yourself constantly thinking about your crush? You may be wondering if this is normal or if you should be concerned. Well, it turns out that constantly thinking about someone is a common experience when you're falling in love. According to Healthline, when you're in love, your brain releases a flood of hormones that can make you feel obsessed with the person you're reinterested in. These hormones, including dopamine and norepinephrine, can cause you to ruminate over every interaction you've had with your crush and make plans for future encounters. You may also find yourself daydreaming about being with them and replaying past conversations in your head. But it's not just your hormones that are to blame. The constant thinking can also be attributed to the fact that you're experiencing something new and exciting. Your brain is wired to pay attention to novelty, and your crush represents something fresh and stimulating in your life. As a result, you may find it difficult to focus on anything else. No. 2. You have intense daydreams about them. Have you ever found yourself daydreaming about your crush? You may be wondering if this is normal, or if you should seek professional help. Well, it turns out that having intense daydreams about your crush is a common experience when you're re-falling in love, according to Healthline. Daydreaming about your crush is a natural response to the intense emotions and thoughts that come with falling in love. When you're in love, your brain releases a flood of hormones, including dopamine and oxytocin, which can make you feel euphoric and bonded to the object of your affection. These hormones can also stimulate your imagination and make you more prone to daydreaming. In addition, daydreaming about your crush can be a way for your brain to process the complex emotions you're re-experiencing. By imagining different scenarios in your head, you're able to practice how you'll react in certain situations and prepare yourself for potential outcomes. You feel euphoria. Last but not least, when you fall in love, you may feel euphoria. What is euphoria? It's a feeling of intense happiness and excitement. When you're falling in love, your brain releases a flood of hormones, including dopamine, oxytocin, vasopressin, and serotonin. These hormones can cause you to feel euphoric, which is a state of intense happiness and well-being. You may feel like you're on top of the world and that nothing can bring you down. In addition, the release of these hormones can cause you to feel a sense of calm and tranquility. This can make you feel more relaxed and at ease, both physically and mentally. So if you're feeling euphoric, it may be a sign that you're falling in love. Have you experienced any of these signs? Let us know in the comments below. Please like and share the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our latest videos. Stay healthy.